My dear students, a very pleasant morning to all of you. Today, we will learn about writing a long composition, that is speech writing. Speech writing is a part of advanced writing skills which comprises the B section of your question paper. But before we learn that what is speech and how a good speech is to be written, I want to tell you that what is the difference between an article and a speech. Because there is much similarity between an article and a speech. So, first, what is an article? An article is a piece of writing which is included in newspaper and magazines, and it ends with byline. For example, the name of the person who's writing this article. What is a speech? A speech is a formal talk, usually delivered before a large number of people on special occasion. This is really an effective way of conveying a message to a large number of audience. It is one of the ways of spreading awareness regarding social issues or giving information regarding other important issues. It always starts with a formal address and ends only with thanks. As in article, you ended only by writing the name. There was no need of thanking anyone. But here, as you are facing the audience, you are addressing the audience, so you have to pay thanks to them for listening to you. So the definition of the speech can be written like this. A speech is a way of expressing one's thoughts, ideas on a specific topic in a communicative format. What are the different parts of a speech? First, introduction needs to be given. So like in article, the name of the person can be written at the top also, but here no topic is to be given. Just the introduction of the topic is to be given. That is, first you have to greet the audience. You have to introduce yourself to the audience, and you have to introduce the topic on which you are going to speak. Second part of the speech is the body of the speech. This is the next paragraph. Here you will be elaborating the main points, and you will also provide suitable examples. Third paragraph will be the conclusion. Here you are summarizing the views, you are summarizing the main points, and also last of all, you have to pay thanks to the audience. So first I am taking the introduction part. There are different ways of writing the introduction. I am reading it out. Good morning everyone, respected principal, teachers and friends. I am your name of class, you will mention your class here, and I stand before you to share a few thoughts on, here you will write the name of the topic. Or you can start it like this. Good morning everyone, I so and so of class so and so would like to deliver a short speech on, the name of the topic will be given here. The other way can be, good afternoon, respected chairperson and my dear friends. Today I would like to present my views before the august body regarding, the name of the topic is to be given. One more way of addressing the line with greeting, that is the introductory line, can be, honorable principal, teachers and my dear friends. Welcome to you all in this healthy and joyous morning. I am Pawan. I would like to begin my speech with special thanks to Mehra, my class teacher, for giving me an opportunity to express my ideas on. On means the name of the topic. So this will be the introduction. Now, next comes the body of speech writing. That is the second paragraph. Here you are elaborating the main and supporting points. For example, if the question is global warming. First, you will define what the global warming is, because the audience who are there to listen to you, they must know the meaning of global warming. Then, why this is important to give a speech on this topic now? Why this is a great issue these days? This also must be defined. What are the causes and consequences? What are the preventive measures? And what are the solutions which must be taken? So the body part is same in article also. In article also, you are defining in the same manner. So the third paragraph will be the conclusion. Here, you are summarizing the main points. And lastly, you will thank the audience. You will write the words, thank you for the patient hearing. Thank you for the wonderful opportunity given to me to speak on the topic and so on. You must also know the mark specification. So this question comprises of 10 marks, and these 10 marks are divided into 3 parts. That is format, content and expression. Format includes the heading and the writer's name. Heading is always given at the top. Writer's name can be given at the top or can be given in the end also. This will be consisting of 1 mark. Content is of 4 marks, and expression. Expression again is divided into 2 parts. Each part is consisting of 2.5 marks. One part is grammatical accuracy and use of appropriate words. Second part is coherence and relevance of ideas. Now I will tell you about some language tricks which will make your speech very effective. The audience will be bound to sit and to listen to your speech. These tricks are interactive language, use of direct sentences, emotional attachment, include suggestions, and politeness in language. Ambiguity must not be there. Also, always use present tense. Use modals to give examples. Use pronouns as much. Use right punctuation marks and keep your language very, very simple. Try to engage audience with an imaginary situation. You can also ask them the questions in between. Use semicolons while writing long sentences. So I am taking some example of a speech writing. I have told you about the different parts of a speech, how to write a format, how to write about the body, and how to conclude your speech. Now I am writing a question. You are asked to deliver a speech on changing role of women in the century on the eve of Women's Day, acknowledging the significant contribution in changing face of modern India. The word limit of speech writing is 120 to 150 words. So sometimes the hints can also be given in the question paper, and sometimes only the question is given. So if the hints are given, you have to focus only on those hints and you have to give the elaboration. Here the hints are given. New era changed women's position from homemaker to working women. Many possess higher positions, have all rights of equality, recorded their presence in literature, education, administration, etc., presenting example of self-confidence, self-respect, and we are proud of them. So you have to elaborate, you have to focus on these points only. For example, I am speaking about the answer also. First, the introduction are greeting the audience. Respected principal, learned teachers, and all my dear friends. I'm glad that I got this opportunity to express my thoughts on the role of women in this changing era on the eve of Women's Day. The days are gone. This is a body part now. The days are gone when women considered themselves a weaker sex. Today, they are neither weak nor inferior, as there are examples filled around us of success. They have proved their worth. Name any field of progress wherein they have not left their mark. They are known for their intelligence, sincerity, sensibility, hard work, and punctuality. They have proved themselves in science, business, banking, politics, and whatnot. They have never failed in using them in time of need. Women like Shikha Sharma, Sonia Gandhi, Indra Nui, etc., who have left their signature style in whatever field they choose. Being women myself, I feel tremendous power in myself and see no reason to lag behind. I am proud to be women. We know that modern world cannot afford to ignore women as they have time and again made the world realize their presence in whatever field they want. I acknowledge the wide role of women play for the emancipation of society and their immense contribution in shaping and creating the definition of this era and therefore salute them. So this ends with your speech writing. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.